ready? Y'all ready?
Nah,
Yeah. Did y'all, I think it's on high, is he? I think it's on high. It's not, yeah, it's not good.
Bus is warming up.
Bus still warming up, he said. So. I hope everybody enjoyed that Christmas, the Christmas thing, presentation or whatever. They do what? You what? Oh, good. They put a lot of work into that. They've worked on that for a couple months. I know y'all have heard a lot this morning, and the service was maybe seemed a little bit long. I'm gonna talk today on I'll just open up the scripture and start there. Luke 2:40. One of the reasons I get up here on the bus and I try to preach or give a little encouragement or a message. I've given my life to God and I've surrendered to preach, but more specifically just surrendered to do His will and to try to live for eternity and to live for God because I'm trying to love Him and I'm trying to respect Him and fear Him. So anyway, one of the reasons I get up here on the bus to do it is because this is one of the ways that I was told that I could preach. Get me a little more used to getting up in front of people, and get me a little more used to studying the Bible, to give a message and stuff. So anyway, I hope it does help you guys, and I hope you get something out of it. But it's also to help me, and it's also to help me prepare for what I feel like God's called me to do. So I hope I don't. But anyway, we're gonna get into it. Luke 2:40. The topic I want to talk about this morning is growing. We've got some growing to do. Luke 2:40. This is talking about Jesus. It says that the child grew and waxed strong in spirit, filled with wisdom, and the grace of God was upon him. I know when I picture Jesus sometimes, when we read about Jesus sometimes in the Bible, it doesn't tell a whole lot about what he did when he was a kid. It doesn't tell a whole lot about how he was as a kid, or how he it doesn't tell a whole lot about his childhood. The Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, which are basically pretty much the accounts of Jesus' ministry on earth. The Gospels pretty much cover what Jesus did just before he died on the cross to take away our sins. It kind of covers his ministry, I guess, on earth. But it doesn't tell a whole lot about when he was a kid. There was one story when he was in the temple, when his parents had left him behind. He was in the temple preaching, or not preaching, but talking to the Pharisees and scribes, the learned men of the day, and he was reasoning with them. But that's really one of the few stories about Jesus when he was a kid. But anyway, sometimes when I picture Jesus in my mind, because the Gospels mainly focus on Jesus' ministry as an adult, picture him as a perfect man. I think the Bible makes it pretty clear that he was perfect in God's eyes. But I think sometimes we miss the fact that Jesus. It says, I'll read the verse again. It says, "The child grew and waxed strong in spirit, filled with wisdom, and the grace of God was upon him." It also says in verse 52 that Jesus increased in wisdom and stature and in favor with God and man. So sometimes I think we assume that Jesus was complete. He kind of came out of the womb as everything that he was when we read about him and read about his ministry. We kind of assume that Jesus was just always the same way, always had the same mind. He came out, he was birthed from Mary, complete in knowledge, complete in wisdom, complete in favor with God, but it says Jesus increased in wisdom and stature and in favor with God and with man. So I'm gonna, in my own life, sometimes I get discouraged because I'll be reading the Bible. I'll read the faith that not only Jesus had, but the faith that like the disciples had, and some of the people in the Bible, some of the characters in the Bible. I'll get discouraged because I'll compare my own walk with Jesus and my own faith with Jesus to their faith. And I'll compare it to Jesus' faith, and I'll think in my mind how far my heart really is from God, and how much I really don't trust God, and it'll start to discourage me because I'll compare my life to Jesus' life, Jesus' faith, and even the faith of the disciples. But I want to encourage you this morning, when we get saved and when we accept Jesus Christ into our lives, into our hearts, when we trust Jesus, when we trust Jesus and what he did on the cross to take away our sins, after that, I think for me, I know sometimes I expect everything to happen overnight. I expect to have this maybe a certain understanding that I didn't have before. I expect I expect to be able to just put my sin down and not struggle with my sin like I did before. You know, I get discouraged because look at. I see these things in the Bible and these characters that have this faith, and I expect myself to be the same way, and I kind of expect it immediately. There's places in the Gospels where Jesus healed people, and they were healed immediately. Jesus told the man to rise, take up his bed, and walk, and he did it immediately. Jesus healed a blind man, gave him back his sight. He spit into the dirt and rubbed it in the man's eyes, and the man was healed, and he had his sight back. That happened immediately. So there's times I'll be reading my Bible, and I'll be discouraged because it seems like there should be more of an immediate thing taking place in my life, an immediate change, you know. So anyway, I picture when the Gospels talk about Jesus, I'm going to take you to a few verses and talk about how Jesus' ministry was. And when the Gospels talk about Jesus, it kind of paints this picture of Jesus as his body was when he was older. So I'm going to go to a couple scriptures. Luke 5:17 through 19. It says, "And it came to pass on a certain day as he was teaching that there were Pharisees and and doctrines of the law sitting by, which were come out of every town of Galilee, and Judea, and Jerusalem. And the power of the Lord was present to heal them. And behold, men brought in a bed a man which was taken with the palsy. And they sought means to bring him in and lay him before him. So the disciples, Jesus was in a certain place and he was teaching. And the disciples had come across a man that needed healed who was a palsy. So I guess maybe he was paralyzed in a certain way. I'm not sure. But anyway, so they're trying to find that way to bring this man to Jesus so that he can be healed. It says, and when they could not find by what way they might bring him in, because of the multitude, they went up on the housetop and let him down through the tiling with his couch commenced before Jesus. It says, and when he saw their faith, this is talking about Jesus, he said unto him, man, thy sins are forgiven thee. What I wanted to kind of focus on in this passage of scriptures was the part where it talks about and when they could not find by what way they might bring him in because of the multitude. So when I'm thinking of Jesus, I think of all these multitudes following him and all these great crowds of people following Jesus. Because he was working miracles and because he was healing people and he was teaching with such wisdom from God that people were astounded and they wondered and they marveled at what he was teaching. But it says, but what happened before that, it doesn't really talk much about his childhood, but it took him growing in his spirit, it took him waxing strong in the spirit, it took him increasing in wisdom and stature and in favor with God and man for him to get there. He wasn't born that way. He was fully God and he was fully man. But evidently, and the scripture says, Jesus increased in wisdom and stature. So that means he grew. Even though he was fully God and fully man, it doesn't really make complete sense. But he had some growing to do. He increased. You can't increase in something if you're maxed out. There's no way to increase if you have the max. If you reach the max, if you don't think you have the max, you reach. So what I'm trying to say here, kind of, is just trying to encourage you. If you've been saved and you believe Jesus Christ died to take away your sins, and if you're trusting him to take you to heaven when you die, I hope you're not discouraged because you know that you're not worthy. I hope you're not discouraged because you know there's things that you have to work on. There's always going to be things you have to work on, and at no point in your life are you going to be perfect or complete. There's no place in your life as a Christian, if you truly study the scripture, there's no place as a Christian that you'll come to and say, I've arrived, I've got it all together, I'm perfect in my faith, and I'm perfect in my trust in God. There's no point. You'll never ever have everything figured out, and you're never going to be perfect, and you're always gonna want to do more for God than you're doing. If you really love God and if you're really trying to grow. And Jesus, I think maybe part of the reason this is in the Bible is to let us know that even Jesus grew up. Even Jesus, it's kind of like when you're a kid and you come into your teenage years and you have all these awkward, you got big hands, you got big feet, and you got all these awkward, you're not really grown into your body yet. You got some growing to do. That's kind of how I picture the Christian faith to be. So when you first get saved, you got all these awkward body parts. You got all these awkward, not so much awkward, but you see where you need to grow, and you see where you need to do better in some areas. And you see where you need to maybe be a little more agile, be a little more wise in the way you conduct yourself, you carry yourself, and you live your life. But don't be discouraged, as Jesus had some learning to do. He had some growing to do. He increased in wisdom and stature and in favor with God and man. So I guess that means God, he didn't have it all together when he was born. That doesn't mean he wasn't perfect, because the Bible says he's perfect. You know, but if we're comparing ourselves to Jesus, which is what we're supposed to do, because he not only came to be payment for our sin, but he also came to be an example for our lives. If we're comparing ourselves to Jesus, if Jesus had some growing to do, if he needed to increase in wisdom and in favor with God and man, how much more do we need to? All of us have some growing to do. I want to take you to a verse. It's Proverbs 24:16. Proverbs 24:16 says, "For a just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief." I really hate talking about. I really don't like. It feels like I bring up when I was homeless a lot, and I really, but for lack of a better example, I'm going to bring it up again. When I was, because I'm trying to relate to you, I'm trying to tell you that I don't know exactly what any of you that have been through, I don't know exactly what you're feeling. It's impossible for me to. The only one that knows exactly how you feel and knows exactly what you're thinking is God. No other human being on earth can relate to you exactly. But when I was homeless, I would get discouraged a lot of times because I would see how much I was failing in my life, and I'd see how much that I wasn't trusting God and I didn't believe God, and I'd focus a lot on how much I doubted God and how much God didn't make sense to me. I was trying to figure it all out in my head instead of believing God and believing that He had answers to my questions. I just wanted to figure them out myself. So I want to be an encouragement to you this morning. We've all got some growing to do. I don't stand up here because I'm further along or better than any of you. I've just got different things I'm working on. I'm no longer, just because I'm no longer on the street doesn't mean I don't struggle with things, but my struggles are no longer what I struggled with before. There's just a different set of struggles. I've got some learning to do. I've got some areas in my life that I got to work on. But anyway, I hope you don't get overwhelmed. I hope you're not in a place where you just accepted failure because you feel like you're never going to be perfect, so why should you try? Or you feel like you're never going to be what you want to be, so why should you try? We've all got some learning to do, and I hope that you're encouraged this morning, and maybe some areas that you know you need to work on. I hope you get back up. I hope you'll pray to God, and He'll help give you the strength, and I hope you'll be encouraged to do better and to try to get closer to God, even when it feels like there's no point in trying. Thanks for listening today. This was actually kind of there's a preacher that said one time before he ever preached a sermon to the people, he had to apply it to his own life, and God talking to him before he ever told it to the people. So when I was reading my Bible trying to find something, this kind of stuck out to me and for my life, what I'm going through. And it was an encouragement to me. So I hope it's been encouragement to you guys as well. I'd like to pray if you guys don't mind, and shut up. Dear Lord, we come before you again today and thank you for a church that loves people and a church that loves God. And I pray that these people on the bus would be blessed and that they would enjoy the Christmas season as much as possible. And remember that this time is a time to remember Jesus Christ and His birth. I pray that you help us to fear you more and respect you more and to try to live our lives in a way that pleases you more.